Hello, travel enthusiasts. You know that itch, that burning desire to chuck it all and disappear into some far-flung corner of the world? I feel you. But sometimes, those exotic locales come with a side of danger you might not find appetizing. Today, we're diving into the top 5 countries that Americans should consider avoiding. Look, the world's a big, messy, beautiful place, but it can also be unforgiving, especially if you're draped in red, white, and blue. We're talking safety here, folks, and the unfortunate reality that in some places being American can make you a target. Venezuela. Once upon a time, this South American gem was a beacon of natural beauty and vibrant culture. We're talking pristine beaches, soaring mountains, the kind of landscapes that make you want to ditch the itinerary and just wander. But let's be real, folks. Venezuela today is a different beast. We're talking political turmoil, economic freefall, the kind of chaos that can turn your dream trip into a nightmare. And for Americans, let's just say the welcome mat ain't exactly out. The US State Department has slapped a big fat do not travel advisory on this place, and for good reason. We're talking sky-high crime rates, kidnappings, the whole 9 yards. The infrastructure's crumbling, essential goods are scarce, and the threat of violence? Yeah, it's real. Look, I'm all for adventure, but there's a fine line between pushing boundaries and being reckless. Venezuela today? That's a line even I wouldn't cross. You want breathtaking scenery? Go to Patagonia. You crave that Latin American vibe? Head to Colombia, maybe Argentina, but Venezuela? Right now, it's a country teetering on the edge. And trust me, you don't want to be there when it falls. South Africa, the Rainbow Nation, a land of stunning landscapes and vibrant cultures. From the majestic Table Mountain to the untamed beauty of Kruger National Park, this country has it all. But beneath this dazzling exterior lies a harsh reality, one that every traveler, especially Americans, need to confront. We're talking crime, folks, and I'm not talking petty theft. South Africa has one of the highest murder rates in the world, and tourists, sadly, are often seen as easy targets. Carjackings, armed robberies, home invasions, they're all too common, even in broad daylight. Now, I'm not saying you can't experience the magic of South Africa without becoming a statistic, but it takes vigilance, awareness, a constant sixth sense of your surroundings. Don't flash your cash, don't wander into dodgy neighborhoods, and always trust your gut. If a situation feels off, it probably is. Look, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. South Africa's beauty is undeniable, but so is its underbelly of crime. It's a place of stark contrast where breathtaking vistas coexist with the harsh realities of poverty and violence. So, if you're planning a trip, do your homework, beef up your security, stay informed, and be prepared to face the risks head-on. South Africa is an adventure, no doubt, but it's not for the faint of heart. Haiti, the land of vibrant culture, pulsating music, and resilient people. But beneath the surface, beauty lies a nation grappling with profound challenges. From devastating natural disasters to political instability, Haiti's story is one of resilience and hardship. And while the Haitian people possess an indomitable spirit, the country's current state poses significant risks for travelers, particularly Americans. Let's talk health, folks. Haiti's healthcare system is fragile, to say the least. Access to quality medical care is limited, especially outside major cities. We're talking about the risk of infectious diseases, lack of proper sanitation, and a shortage of essential medications. Add to that the potential for natural disasters like hurricanes and earthquakes, and you've got a recipe for a medical emergency waiting to happen. Look, I'm all for experiencing different cultures, but not at the expense of your well-being. Haiti's a country in desperate need of aid and support, not a playground for carefree vacations. The risks are real, the challenge is immense. So for now, let's show our support from afar. Donate to reputable organizations working on the ground, educate ourselves about the complex issues Haiti faces, and hope for a brighter future for this beautiful but troubled nation. North Korea, the Hermit Kingdom, a land shrouded in mystery and ruled with an iron fist. It's a place that has captivated the world's imagination for decades, a country frozen in time, seemingly impervious to the currents of globalization. But let's be clear, folks, North Korea is not your typical tourist destination. This is a country where the line between visitor and prisoner can blur faster than you can say Kim Jong-un. We're talking about a totalitarian regime, folks, where every aspect of life is controlled, monitored, dictated from above. You don't choose your itinerary in North Korea, they choose it for you. You don't snap photos of what you want, you snap what they allow. One wrong step, one ill-advised photo, one comment deemed disrespectful, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt. And trust me, the American passport that grants you access to most of the world, it won't carry much weight here. Look, I'm all for pushing boundaries, for venturing into the unknown. But North Korea is a different beast altogether. It's a country where the stakes are high, where the rules are arbitrary, and where the consequences of a misstep can be severe. So, unless you've got a burning desire to see the world through the lens of a tightly controlled propaganda machine, I'd say steer clear. There are plenty of other places on this planet where you can experience adventure without sacrificing your freedom. The Philippines, a breathtaking archipelago of over 7,000 islands, boasting pristine beaches, lush rice terraces, and a vibrant culture. It's a paradise for adventurers and beach bums alike, a place where you can lose yourself in the beauty of nature and the warmth of the Filipino people. But beneath this idyllic facade lies a vulnerability, a susceptibility to the raw power of Mother Nature that every traveler, especially Americans, should be aware of. We're talking natural disasters, folks. The Philippines sits squarely in the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it a prime target for earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and those awe-inspiring yet terrifying typhoons. These aren't your average storms, folks. We're talking winds that can rip roofs off buildings, torrential rains that trigger landslides and floods, the kind of devastation that can turn paradise into a disaster zone in the blink of an eye. Now, I'm not saying you should strike the Philippines off your bucket list, but if you're planning a trip, timing is everything. Do your research, check the typhoon season, and have a plan B, C, and D. Because when those sirens start wailing, you need to know where to go, what to do, and how to stay safe. The Philippines is a country of breathtaking beauty, but it's also a stark reminder of nature's raw power. So pack your bags, chase those sunsets, but always respect the forces of nature. Look, I'm not telling you to stay home and eat Wonder Bread. The world is a banquet and I'm all for gorging yourselves. But just like any good meal, you gotta consider the ingredients. Do your homework, folks. Check those travel advisories, read up on local customs, and be aware of the risks. The world's a messy, unpredictable place. And that's part of its allure. But it's also why you gotta be smart, be prepared, and always trust your gut. Stay safe and keep exploring wisely.